Hi, I'm Linda Fox. I'm senior reporter with Phocuswire. I'm in the Phocuswire studio at Phocuswright Conference. And I'm here with Andrew Murphy, Chief Business Officer of CarTrawler. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I should also say thanks so much for sponsoring the studio this year. We really appreciate it. So just, I think in one sentence, just remind everyone what CarTrawler is, what it does.
Yeah, we're the world's leading business-to-business car rental and mobility provider. Chances are, if you've booked a car hire through an airline, you've probably used our technology. And it spreads across about 2,200 suppliers, about 250 travel partners, and we're across about 50,000 locations around the globe. So pretty universal in terms of our reach for car rental.
And how do you think, when you look at the kind of technology landscape and your competitors, how do you think CarTrawler kind of differentiates itself?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things. I mean, the first piece is our technology. So we have what we call our Connect platform. It's a very seamless to integrate platform with any sort of technology, from in-path flight bookings to simple confirmation page bookings for car hire. And we do that, in a very seamless way. So it allows the airline to concentrate on their own tech issues and allows us to do all the hard work for them. The other piece is revenue management. So we have a proprietary piece of software around revenue management. So unlike airlines, revenue management involves actually presenting the right car at the right to the right customer. Mm-hmm. So we try and do that through various algorithms of machine learning. And that allows us to maximize both conversion, customer satisfaction, which is really important to airlines, and equally then maximize what we call commission to our partners, which is essential. The other piece we do is we take friction out of it. So we have a 24/7 customer service desk. We support that in 29 languages. We have it across 4 different platforms, so chat, email, etc. And people can get in touch with us at any stage and we can resolve their issues. And often they're very small issues, but it all counts in terms of the customer service piece. And for us, when an airline gives us their brand to curate as a car rental experience for their passenger, we take it very seriously, and customer service is paramount to that. And it's very easy when things go right, but it's when it goes wrong that we have to step in and fix it, and we do that very, very well. We have a Trustpilot score of 4.2 out of 5, which is actually ironically higher than a lot of our suppliers do. So
is it, given the 2 pieces you mentioned there around differentiation, is it easy to maintain your edge? Like, how do you maintain that edge, that sort of being ahead?
Yeah, no, it's a really good point. I mean, there's a few things about edge. Firstly, it is about having market-leading technology. So we continue to invest in that. So our Connect platform continuously evolves. And we try and do that with our partners' needs in mind. So that becomes really, really important to us. I think the other piece for us is how we revenue manage better. So again, I talked about it earlier, but
sure.
It is a real science that we bring to it. But we call ourselves a human travel tech company. So we also use our people to interpret that data to make sure that decisions are right, and then to learn from that and move it forward in a different manner. And in many instances, different airlines can have different models. Some models will work for some airlines, others won't. So we try and bring that. And then the other piece is just in terms of our relationship management with our partners and suppliers. It's essential. So we travel a lot, we meet our partners, we try and understand their needs, what are their ambitions for the ancillary marketplace that they have, and then how do we help them grow that. And that can be everything from enhancing car hire experience to customer service to selling insurance, etc. So really leaning into that relationship piece, I think, gives us a competitive edge. And we've seen that borne out in our figures. We have a 99% partner retention rate at the moment, and we're very proud of that, but we have to work really hard at it.
Now, you mentioned data science there, and obviously, you, me, the machine is the theme of the conference. So how are you using the technology, and how do you think it's going to change the industry?
Yeah, I think in general for travel, we're hearing a lot about it at the conference here today and tomorrow. I think in general with travel, AI is a huge opportunity, but it also needs to be curated very, very carefully. We've had a 4 or 5 year head start in many instances where we've been working on this, and we've tried to learn from it. We've tried to teach our people how best to interpret the data and the outcomes. And that's just in terms of conversion, driving better commercial outcomes. But on the other side, we can deploy it into things like customer service, as I mentioned before, where we can use it to actually chat in more languages than maybe we actually facilitate.
Sure.
Allows us to think about understanding what those problems are that regularly occur, and then maybe automate some of those responses and solving those issues for customers. So very much a learning process, but a huge amount of human intervention into that, because I think just letting the machine do all the work is, I don't think it's right for the customer.
No,
I think it's right for the partner.
Sure. And are you looking at the wider industry and in terms of the impact it might have?
Yeah, look, we find it fascinating, and I think you have to be, in this industry and technology, you have to be pretty humble to learn from everybody. And I think I'm sitting on a panel later on for some of the newer startups in this space, and just really excited to hear what they have to say, how they're thinking about these problems, and we may even bring some of those ideas back to Dublin and see if we can think about them a bit more.
Okay, cool. And then just obviously sustainability is another big topic. So how are you making sure that you're kind of leading on that kind of aspect as well?
Yeah, so suppliers are a huge part of our ecosystem. We have no content without our suppliers, so they're very, very valuable to us. We've 2,200 of them around the globe. And they're more and more deploying EVs into their fleet, some as high as 20%. Different markets have different uptake rates, but in general, we've seen that grow by about 5x over the past 12 months in terms of rentals. And for us, it's about making the journey easier for the customer to understand what it is they're taking, how they might use it, what sort of tutorial videos could we look at. And then equally, the big one for us is range anxiety. So people are wondering, well, if I go to Marbella for my holidays, where are the nearest charging points? How long is my journey from the airport? Where can I charge it, etc. And then we work very, very closely with the suppliers to understand in certain areas where they have higher demand for EVs or lower demand for EVs, how do we help them promote those and merchandise them better? So I think we're on a long journey with it. I think getting the customer into a kind of a wiser space in terms of utilization of those vehicles was the key to it.
Sure, there's an education piece there for sure. But just as we wrap up here, what are you excited about for the year to come?
Yeah, like we've just finished our financial year, and we've had a really, really strong outcome. We're more than recovered from pre-COVID levels. We've retained a lot of partners who've won a lot of business, and I think the recipe is the same for this year. We have a strong pipeline of business out there that we're looking to convert. We want to retain more of our partners. We want to work very, very closely with our suppliers to deliver on what their needs are, both in Europe and America. Deploying new technology, so we're always on a journey of getting better. We do a huge amount of A/B testing on all our technology outcomes and trying to champion those winners into a business as usual process. We have a huge focus on that this year. The other one for us is loyalty, so we've done a huge amount of work in that space. We've 18 different loyalty partners across our airline base. Right. Doing a lot of stuff with them.
Big opportunity there.
Yeah, right? Huge. And I think for us, it's about where does car hire play a value add for that? Particularly on the earn side, it's relatively straightforward, but on the redemption side, I think there's a lot more to go. And what we're excited about is how we deploy technology to understand where you are in the United membership, what tier you're in, what car we might present you with, what offers we might give you, how you could redeem the car, use your points to redeem for renting a car. We're working closely with brands like Hilton on redeeming Hilton Honors points. Sure. So loyalty is a really exciting space for us this year too.
Great. Well, Andrew Murphy, Chief Business Officer, CarTrawler, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you.